All right, happy Sunday. I had a disappointing experience this weekend with my New Year's resolution for 2021. I had resolved to get over my fear of loud environments. I used to have major panic attacks if I were to go to a loud social environment. Many years ago, I would never dream of going bowling, and not only am I going bowling, but I've been practicing so much that I almost got a 200 the other day. I got 189, and still working toward that 300. But last night I decided to go to a bar, and long story short, I didn't last very long. I didn't have a panic attack. I just highly disliked it, that's all. But that's a problem for me because a lot of times that's the kind of stuff that gets me in trouble in terms of not networking with the right people. I have difficulty going to graduation events. I'm a professor, and sometimes I really should be spending more time with my students at their graduations. I can't, and that's been a big social barrier for me. I just have a hard time interacting with people. I prefer to handle everything alone. That's why quarantine has been a hidden blessing for me. 3 years ago, before we went into quarantine and we used to travel a lot, I had a little bit of a problem with travel, actually. I was getting ready to fly from Seattle to Taiwan, and I had gotten to the airport, not the airport parking lot, but another parking lot. I would take a bus from the parking lot to the airport. I think it was a hotel that also rented out parking spaces. Now, I do a lot of private tutoring, and I knew I had a chemistry set in the car, and I wanted to make sure none of that went into my luggage because obviously that would raise big eyebrows going through airport security, right? I mean, there was nothing dangerous in there, but having chemical powders and all that, definitely not the best thing in the world to bring through airport security. So I wanted to make sure it wasn't in my luggage. I used to spend a lot of time traveling on the road, and so I wasn't sure where that bag had gone. And I thought I had checked my luggage inside and out, and there's nothing in there. And but I couldn't find the bag in my car. And so I get to the parking spot, and I'm panicking right now. Another thing I wanted to make sure I didn't leave in my car was I eat a lot of baking chocolate. And the trip to Taiwan is in August. I definitely don't want to be leaving the chocolate in my car where it will melt and make a mess, right? So I was making sure to have the chocolate with me but not have the chemicals. I wanted to make sure everything was right. And the guy in the parking lot just kept interrupting me. Are you done? Are you done? And it just caused me to lose my focus. And so I got so frustrated at him that I cussed at him at the end. And not a very good scene. And had I explained to him, what I should have done, in hindsight, what I should have done was when I realized I had a problem, hey, parking attendant, thank you so much, but I think it's going to take me at least half an hour to pack. Is there somewhere I should pull my car so I'm not in your way? Had I done it that way, I think it would have resolved a lot of problems, and I wouldn't have had that cussing scene at the end. That's the kind of problem I run into a lot. I get so fixated on wanting to do everything by myself that I contain everything, and then it blows up on me. At least I have the good sense of mind to leave the bar last night when I couldn't handle it anymore, right? I think that's how I've been handling things as of late. But I want to walk out of things less without blowing up. That's the tricky part. I'm trying to balance those two, right? Sometimes I stay a little bit beyond what I can handle when I blow up. Lately, I've been trying to play it safe, especially during the pandemic. The last thing I need is to have the stresses of the pandemic and then getting into a fight and potentially getting into legal trouble, right? That's going to be a tough one. I'm thinking this 4th of July, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona right now. I'm thinking of trying Las Vegas again. I had a hard time going to Las Vegas on my way into Phoenix earlier in the summer. I spent just one night there, and I barely survived. I think I might give it another try. Or maybe Los Angeles. I think Los Angeles might be a good stepping stone before I do Las Vegas. But I'm pleased that I've been bowling and I scored a 189. I think I think I'm just a little bit too arrogant. I can only get over my fear of loud noises if I also accomplish something at the same time. Going to Las Vegas probably didn't have that sense of accomplishment, and that's probably what killed me the other week. And going to the bar also didn't have a good sense of accomplishment there. Anyway, I've been hoping we can reopen again and I can fly again so I can go back to the parking lot and try again and maybe apologize to the owner if it's the same guy running the place. Thanks for watching.